Welcome to On a Shoestring Production.
Dreamer Cats TV.
If you could bottle the essence of Englishness, what would it look like? Perhaps the iconic red pillar box, Buckingham Palace, or the white cliffs of Dover, the gateway to England itself. So I decided to walk along the top, but be sure to do your shoelaces up because it's a long way down. Those blackberries will soon be ready for British crumble and custard, but I hope the cliffs don't crumble. I started my coastal walk down Fisherman's Beach in the nearby town of Hythe. I'm okay doing sunsets, but I struggle with sunrises. But it looks like I'm not the only one. Life isn't about getting from A to B in the fastest time possible. It's the random bits in between that make it interesting. Now, if you want a more rough round the edges, wildlife friendly route, you can follow the Royal Military Canal just a few yards away, which was born out of the fear that Napoleon Bonaparte might invade our shores. But fortunately that didn't happen. But just imagine if he had, and you're an English soldier looking out to sea, the tranquility broken when you spot Napoleon's battleships on the horizon. Whoa! Being the gateway to Europe, this place is steeped in military history. Wouldn't it be great if you had a time machine to check out your favourite historical sagas? With the advent of air flight and foreign holidays in the sun, like many British seaside resorts, Folkestone became neglected, but has recently seen some impressive regeneration. But I like the East Cliff because it's a bit wilder and more unpredictable. On this occasion I walked along the cliff top, but it's equally pleasant down in the Warren. Check out these orchids and other wildflowers, and the beautiful, relatively isolated beach. But if you stay down there, you'll miss the Battle of Britain War Memorial and the precursor to radar, a sound mirror. It sometimes seems as though our wildlife has been pushed to the extremities and fringes of existence, where even the most unscrupulous property developers won't risk building their lucrative follies. If I were a rabbit or a mole, I certainly wouldn't live on a cliff edge, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. And look at the beautiful, breathtaking views before someone builds a tower block in front of it. And there's something for the train spotters too. Just before arriving at Dover, there's the Samphire Hoe Country Park, although I continued along the cliff top before passing through Dover, which has plenty of nooks and crannies to explore. Not just the obvious. Looks like a normal English terrace, right? But how many people have got the white cliffs of Dover in their backyard? I rejoined the coastal pathway at the aptly named Dame Vera Lynn Way. I don't get squished by the falling rocks. You've got this strange juxtaposition between the ultra-modern and wild Mother Nature. This is a customer announcement. Please make sure you're on the ship before it leaves without you. What I like about coastal walks is that it's very difficult to get lost because there are landmarks everywhere, and even if you can't see the sea, you can hear the sea. It's not quite as tiring as you think either, because much of the actual cliff top is a relatively gentle plateau. The pathways are well maintained, although getting up there in the first place can be knackering, like at St Margaret's at Cliff. But I had some homemade ice cream to psych myself up for the steep ascent. The cliff subsides at Kingsdown, forming a flat, shingly beach. I almost missed the Henry VIII Walmer castle because of the trees, which presumably wouldn't have been there when it was active. Deal also has its own fortification. The town was a lovely place to end my 22+ mile walk, and it was cheap getting back since single bus tickets were only £2. Thank you for watching my video, and please feel free to leave a comment and feedback. The end is merely the beginning of infinitely more cardboard video adventures.